and it was really touching because for 2 hours you just keep hearing names of victims. You hear, I don't remember a specific name, but you hear a name, and then you hear like people as young as 2 weeks old, 4 weeks old, a year old, people that are 90-something-year-olds that was victimized. There was no discrimination of who was victimized. They were all killed because they were simply there. And so throughout the whole, for the 2 hours, we held a process, and whenever they said the names, we'll say presente. So it was like a funeral for them, and to remember that there were victims, and there are still going to be victims if the school continued to operate.
So this is an image of us walking in the procession, and the display here is it's meant to symbolize the victims, and so the volunteers participating in this display paint their faces white and wear all black, and it's meant to be the funeral service. And so you see this as you're walking. This is behind the stage. So before, when you're looking at the stage, you're in front, you can't see this until you're coming near towards the gate, the front entrance. So after seeing this and just learning about all the atrocities that the School of the Assassins was at, it's really no surprise that it's coined the School of the Assassins.
Okay, so at the end of our walk, we all placed the crosses on the fence that they had blocked, because after 9/11 they had placed a fence between the protesters and the military base, and or the school, however you want to call it. We placed our crosses there, and but after only a few hours, they took it all down as if we were never there. And there you go. They took it all down as if we were never there, as if they're just like, okay, finally they're gone. We can take off the fence. We can return to normal, when really nothing has been normal that weekend. They arrested so many people.
There were 3 fences. It wasn't just like one.
With barbed wire.
Yeah, like.
On top of each.
So this is what democracy looks like, apparently.
Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, sweet. So before the whole hecticness of the Saturday protest, there was this university group of spoken word artists that were there, that made a speech that would have made Chet poop his pants. Some of the things that they talked about that really stuck with me, and I think will forever stuck with me, is these 2 concepts that they had. One was the commodification of peace. They said we do not wear shirts with peace signs on them, because shirts with peace signs on them do not change things. Going around wearing shoes that have the peace sign on them do not change things. So, and that just got me thinking about everyone in this campus that I see walking around with peace signs on their shirts, peace signs on their baskets. Not to call anyone else out, but some of the things that come to mind when I see those things is, how many of them have earned that right to wear that peace sign? How many of them are really involved in trying to bring about change? How many of them practice peace in their personal lives and in their relationships and everyone around them? How many of them actually go out and try to make a difference? So it just comes to mind, how many of them have earned that right to wear that peace sign? And also, I come to question the reason why they wear it. Is it really to show your support for an idea of peace, or is it because you want to show moral superiority over other people? Saying, I'm better than you because I wear a peace sign, and you don't. That means you're evil. I honestly do question. I question those things every time I see peace signs. How many of those people really believe in what they're wearing? How many of those people practice what they're preaching on their shirts? So that's one of the concepts that really stuck with me, and like I said, will forever stick with me. And the second concept that they talk about is activist tourism. To define what activist tourism, I'd rather give you an example. It's coming to a march, buying food, listening to music, holding your hands up, and then going home and feeling good about yourselves. That's what activist tourism is. After talking to a few people there, a few university students that also made their trip over there, some of the things that I hear reoccurring is I asked them, how'd you feel about the march? They said, it was good, I had fun, I enjoyed the music, I can't wait to come back next year. And that's the reason why that concept stuck with me so far, is because afterwards it stuck with me and it was true. A lot of these people didn't understand why they were there. They just forgot what the purpose of going to the march was. For them, it wasn't to close the School of the Americas. It was to go there, buy a few peace shirts, and go home, feel good about yourselves, and tell everyone else that you're better than they are because they didn't go to the march. So that's what I got from that. And I just want to talk about skepticism of marches and how much of that skepticism is justified. Like, as I said, as we went there, just talking to people just kind of made me question why we were there also. Marches really don't change things. And, like, as much as I want to say our trip really changed, like, everyone's lives, I just want to say trip, like, going there, marching, screaming, you know, holding up a sign, that doesn't change shit, anything. I believe that marches, protests are only one very tiny part of what is a social movement. It's the social movement itself. The social movement is not a march. The march is supposed to be a symbolic act of the culmination of everyone's efforts at really bringing about that change. It's just a symbol. It's not the actual movement. And also, when I'm at marches or I'm at those things, I wonder how many of these people are going to go home and going to call their representatives, going to send letters to them. How many of them are going to talk to their family members, the people in their lives about these issues? How many people are they going to become aware about what's going on? How many people are they going to change? You know, how many of them are going to come back to this? How many people really care about this? How many people are going to go on to join organizations or go out and visit those countries themselves and see how the School of the Americas and our policies are affecting the people over there? How many people are really mean what they're saying? And I just want to talk, like, I'm about to finish right now, but one of the things I wanted to bring up is that our club is not the answer. We're not standing here saying we're better than everyone else because everyone else, or if someone here isn't active, we're not saying we're better than you are because we are and you're not. We're not saying that we hold all the answers. In terms of history, politics, economics, there's still so much more each and every single one of us can understand. We're not here saying we have all the answers. We're just saying we know enough. We know enough to say that we don't like how things have gone. We don't like how things are going. And we do want to have a say in where we go from here. So it's not, joining our club isn't going to change things. It's also changing your life, changing the way you act around the people around you every single day. So that's my little spiel. Thank you.